Welcome, watch fans. This is Big Watch Fan back with another watch review. Up for today's review is a special watch from Nixon. Nixon makes a line of licensed Star Wars watches based on their existing watch offerings. While most of the Star Wars watches are interesting and sufficiently different from their base models, every once in a while, a designer seems to get particularly inspired and hits one out of the park. Today we'll be looking at one of those. The Praetorian Guard Sentry, which in Nixon is model number A356SW-2963. Now these watches were extremely hard to find. I never found one in the wild, and I really looked. What makes this watch so special? Let's take a look. So it comes in the usual Nixon hexagonal packaging, which is pretty typical for this line. As you can see, it has the notorious Crimson Guard in the cover of the can, which, truth be told, they kind of died like punks at the hands of Rey and Kylo Ren, but at least they got their fight to the death instead of getting knocked off a platform and dying ignominiously like Boba Fett. So right away we can see what makes this watch so rad. It's completely red. Comes with the usual tag, and for those of you with bigger wrists, comes with the few extra links, which is really always very nice. As you can see, this watch is easy to see in the daytime. Also, it's easy to read in the daytime. Let me just pull off this sticker. And it's easy to spot on the wrist as well. Look at that. It's finished in Nixon, what Nixon calls their Cerakote. It's a stainless steel bracelet with this special coating on it that is designed to chip and show wear, but brand new like this, it looks totally awesome. The bracelet is stainless steel, and the clasp, as you can see, is finished in black PVD. Now, it's not one of the usual large double locking clasps. It's a smaller, more unobtrusive one, which I think fits the design really well. I don't know if you can see this or not. Maybe not. The case back has also black PVD, has a design of the Crimson Guard helmet, and it says Elite Guard on it. So this black matte and kind of matte Cerakote finish goes really well. So before we take a look at the dial, just take a look at that crown. You can see that it is in black and red the symbol of the First Order. The details, however, don't end there. As you can see, the dial has several features. The hour markers are similar to the Praetorian Guard armor with the ridges, and the second hand is the pole staff from one of those guards. So Nixon does this a lot, customize their second hand. It's usually not enough for me to go out and buy the watches just for that, but it's a nice touch, nice attention to detail when they do that. Since it is the stainless steel Sentry watch, it uses the Miyota quartz movement with day date. That's the only negative to this watch. I don't know if you can see it, but the day and date are in red on a black background. And it's pretty hard to read except in direct sunlight. The numbers especially are very hard to read. but I kind of rarely look at that anyway. And the black background meshes nicely with the black dial, so it's all good. It's not too big, 42 millimeters wide, 10 atmospheres, 100-meter depth rating. So basically you can get this thing wet from rain, maybe random things like washing the dishes, but I wouldn't submerge it. This watch was very hard to find. I never saw it in the wild. It was released, I think, in late December 2017 through January 2018, after most people had heard about it. And I think I got one of the last two online from these people, Drift House Surf Shop. The rad guys out there took my order, took my money, and actually delivered the product long after they were sold out everywhere else. So I want to thank those guys for coming through for me, getting me the coolest Nixon Star Wars watch yet. Now, I have maybe 3 of these Star Wars watches, or maybe this is my 3rd or 4th. But this one I think is definitely the coolest geek-wise and design-wise. The MSRP initially was $250, which is what Drift House charged me, even though they were long sold out everywhere else. Another good reason to go with Drift House, because the secondary market was commanding about $400 or $500. So if you ever see one of these anywhere near retail, just grab it. So that's about it. I just took out about 2 links to make it fit my 7-inch wrist. Once again, I'd like to thank the awesome dudes at Drift House, and I hope to do business again with them someday. And thanks for hanging in with me with this review. And hopefully I'll have another review soon about my experiences with the Nixon repair service and some battery changes I had done